Vibe coding. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Let's do it. Hey everyone, I'm Lester.
And I'm Leisha.
And today we are going to attempt to vibe code a video game. I have never made a video game before. I've played tens of thousands of hours, but I want to hear what it's all about. You are someone that I think is like way ahead of the game. Leisha was part of our first speedrun class, and I guess before vibe coding was cool, you were kind of like thinking about text to game, image creation, like all that good stuff. Yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're up to with Rosebud?
The product is basically, I guess, conceived then, but vibe coding, the word or the term sort of came, about a few weeks ago, and I think it really just captured like the right vibes.
For a while, it was like generative. Everyone was just like generative AI, generative AI.
It's just like, what does that mean? But it's just like, okay, what are we actually doing here? And it's like, that's why I think it was such a good term for it, because like our creators were just sort of like, it's accessible, so you can just describe what you want, and then you iterate on it. And so like it's coding, but it's also just like actually accessible. You just describe with natural language. You know, as sort of games exist today, it's best expressed in code, it's most structured. All the best games are kind of expressed in code. So when you vibe code, it's like you still have to leverage all of that infrastructure.
Right.
With that said, I think what's exciting is like why our platform is based on JavaScript is because AI is eating up a huge amount of that kind of like game rendering, images, video pipeline. And it's not comparable to AAA today, but it might get there in 1 year, 2 years. You know how fast it is, right? Like look at image generation 5 years ago, totally unacceptable. Now it's like, blowing us away. So in that sense, it might replace parts of the graphics pipeline.
So what are we looking at right now? Like
It's like good UX research right now. It's like, okay, so our strongest call to action is up top, which is just like create with Rosebud, and we want people to start describing what they want to make. And so here we have some examples, like create a simple, cute cartoon, blah, blah. And the next one is like create a, I guess, simple cartoon voxel game. And then you can just click enter, and then we can do that one shot. And other than that, there's a ton of games, like over 700,000 being made by our community. And then what we're really proud of is this remix button, which is basically like modding their game. So like if they are a contributor, you can mod their game, and then you can click on it. So I don't know, we can choose some example. This is a first person template. If you remix it, it'll take you to the editor, and then you just start off from
that's
their
quick.
game.
Okay, so preview, there's like essentially a chat window.
Exactly.
And there's a live game going on.
Exactly. There's already a live game, so we basically forked it, we're modding it. We're like, okay, maybe this is the template that we feel is closest to the ideas.
Now, I guess for anyone who's never done, like myself, I just have disclaimer, I've never thought about making a game. So it's like this initial anxiety of like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So I should start, it's like, well, I think a lot of the work has been done. So it's like characters, it seems like there's some platforms. Basically, I just want to be like, I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
I just don't like what he looks like. Can I just be like, remove the man?
Yeah. I mean, whatever you're feeling, basically.
Okay, let's see it. So just like remove the man. Are we vibing? Where am I?
We're instead inside.
I think I might be inside like myself.
Oh my God. So instead of suggesting and ignoring that.
Okay, hold on. I think I know this solve. The camera seems, this is natural language, to be stuck in myself. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to think like I have to like kind of troubleshoot live too.
Yeah, no, that's exactly sort of the experience vibe coding as well. It's just sort of like one prompt, you can definitely get something impressive, but you're working with an LLM, it's stochastic. You have to kind of like describe what's going on. I think finally I removed the dude, so that obeyed.
I think the guy is gone.
Okay, good.
And I am free. Okay, so what should we do next?
I think like how I'm such a visual person, so I usually try to like describe a different sort of vibe in terms of, pun intended maybe, but like in terms of like visuals and what I want. Because like my type of game is more like creative mode. I'm like building stuff, whereas like, some people might be like, I want to do a first person shooter, or let's make this platformer better. So I don't know, what direction do you want to take it?
I'm like more competitive.
Okay, then we have to add some more mechanics.
Let's make it like less cozy, more hardcore.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Should we make it more hardcore?
Yeah, let's do I'd be okay. So we can describe that at first, and then I'd be very curious to try our image prompt feature as well. And we can get some like reference images of what you mean by hardcore, and then just see what it can do with that.
Okay.
What's a good reference for that? I don't know. Do you want it to
like a dark, grim?
We should look at a snapshot of Mordor, right?
Okay, Mordor. Yeah, great.
Let's do that. So a snapshot of Mordor.
I'm like Frodo, and you're like Samwise. So I'm finding Mordor.
Yeah. Whatever's your favorite Mordor image.
Okay, Mordor.
Yeah. Shout out to our Tolkien fans.
Big ups Mordor.
Big ups Mordor. Thanks. Yeah.
I mean, it got darker.
It got darker, but the trees, it'd be like, you know what? The trees are still alive. I would complain about that. It definitely got darker.
The trees are still alive. So can we say, like, can you make the trees dead? You almost have to speak a little bit, like, reductively, like a caveman. Like, make trees dead.
You don't just naturally talk like that.
Please make trees dead.
I've been vibe coding for so long. This is my natural banter now. There you go.
Holy shit.
We're good. We're good.
Whoops. They're dead. I don't know why I always try to make things into lava. It's just like the first. It's like the first thing I always try to do. It's like
motivation.
Turn it on fire, and make it lava.
It's definitely not my direction. But I think we should do it at this point. The trees are dead.
Stones.
Yeah,
like,
the trees are dead. Yeah. So we should just make it lava at this point. Yeah. There should be an explanation for why the trees are dead.
Make the grass lava.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a better job than even the reference image.
That's kind of good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like already materially feels just like from the aesthetics of it.
I love that.
I wonder if I can just say, like, can you make the platforms more challenging to jump on? Okay, so this is better. This is like far more spread out.
Oh, I like this.
And I guess I shouldn't. I mean, this poor
person's just in lava, and clearly there's no consequences for being in lava. So we need to change that.
So okay, so like there's no consequence.
There's no consequence. That's the problem. Yeah, we should. Yeah. How would you describe it? We'd be like, okay, if you're on the lava, you're dead. So
okay, so restart the game if player touches. Should I just say like? Should I try to say lava?
Yeah, I think you should try to say lava. I think it understands where the lava is.
I was gonna say the ground, but touch the lava ground.
There you go.
This is magical. It's doing it.
Yay.
It's doing it.
It's okay. Are we on the ground again? No,
we're on the platform.
Okay, so what happens when we?
Should I try like?
Yeah. Oh. There we go.
Right?
Nice. Let's see what assets we have actually in this game, because we did reskin it, so maybe we can add some.
Oh, okay. So there's like a tab where you can. Oh, so you could just have like a little like asset library to pull from.
Exactly. That makes it. And so it's like it doesn't have to be AI generated. If you have your favorite, like, free asset pack, or not free asset pack, you can upload it into this. You can use it. I think that's actually what makes games look really good. Yeah, let's add the chicken to the scene. I don't even know if this is like a 3D chicken, so we'll get.
This is the fun.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Where are chickens? Oh my god, our chicken. I feel like the chicken should be...
Oh shit, I forgot you got it down there. Okay, so still no consequence for the NPC.
I feel like the chicken should be at the top of the platform when we're like spiraling up. So it's like the reward. The chicken lays some egg or something, you pet it. This is like my imagination's going.
So put chicken on top platform.
Yes. Now we gotta reach the chicken. We gotta save the chicken. We got the golden egg.
We need a name for this game. Yeah, the quest for the golden chicken.
Oh my god. Okay, can we reach it? That's the chicken.
Is that the chicken?
The chicken's waiting for you. There you go.
Holy shit.
Is this game playable? Can we actually?
Am I rich?
What? Wait, how are you doing a much better job?
Did I just make a video game?
Yeah. Am I rich? Now we just add Stripe, and then you can publish it, which you can.
Holy shit.
There you go. Oh, okay, let's ask it to like lay an egg when you touch it. Like when you jump on the platform, it should lay a golden egg. I don't know if it'll be able to do this, but I think that's like something the basic geometry, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Have
the chicken lay a golden egg.
Lay a golden egg?
Yeah, when I reach the platform.
Should I say when I touch it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, so this is already magical. If this somehow...
Yeah, vibe coding is just like PM mode. We just don't have to execute. We just like give the ideas.
Like, I'm not even shilling hard. This is like I'm having a great time. To talk about creators a bunch, like who are you noticing using the platform? Is it mostly like new developers or like novices like me? Is it kind of like pro people that are interested in like this modality of making games? Like, what are you seeing?
There's a huge spectrum, but I think the main like bucket is people who are really interested in game dev, but like it's just impossible to get started. Like they might have been like curious enough to like open up Unity, and they're like, okay, I spent like a few hours and I made like an asset, and I dropped an asset in there, and that's it. And so like obviously it's not satisfying, but all of a sudden with something like Rosebud, you're like vibe coding, and then you're creating something, and then you can like click publish, and all of a sudden it lives online. I named it Rosebud because it was a cheat code to The Sims.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a cheat code to The Sims, and
wait, what was the cheat code? What did it do?
It just gave us a lot of money so that I could play The Sims in build mode. And I was that type of Sims player. I'm like, yo, I now have this, like, who wants to like play the simulation? It's just sort of like, I want to build my houses and like,
you want like crazy shit to happen, right? Like in The Sims.
Exactly.
And you need resources.
Exactly. And you need, and so like, I think if you know, you know, it's just sort of like a huge part of the sim playing community was just like, I wanted to stay in build mode and build shit. And so, or like, you know, Minecraft creative mode, it's like very similar type of, you know, vibes, philosophy. And so for me, generative AI felt like that. It was just sort of like, all of a sudden there was this unlock to like build stuff, but you're far more powerful.
On that note, should we see if the chicken laid
Oh yeah, let's like, we gotta go to our chicken.
This is like a cooking show, by the way. Like, and coming back to the turkey, you know, now it's like out of the oven, like
love
jump
that
cut.
cadence. The chicken is levitating right now. Fix it so it's on the platform. Because I think previously it just thought that it was
you're like live
on the
debugging. You like take a little screenshot.
Yeah, you can take a screenshot and just give it a little bit more of a boost, because now you can see it's clearly levitating. I'm not just like,
it's like proof.
Describing. Yeah,
like it's like receipt.
You fucked up. Yeah. What?
Oh! Whoa! That was almost as awkward where it was like the open palm.
I know, it's like about as like
the weakest like nerd celebration, like fist bump.
I know, it's like the eggs.
Okay.
2 eggs.
That was
so good.
Electric.
Yes!
And it is shooting out eggs everywhere.
This poor chicken.
We are.
And the eggs are all going into lava. I feel like,
This is incredible.
Yeah, okay.
This is the reward. And it kind of.
Oh my god, now it kind of looks like poop.
It looks like it's, number one. Okay.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Okay, great. Yeah, we gotta get, you can add sound effects, whatever.
Okay, so we could add all this other stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. What does someone start with, like, off the rip?
Yeah, I mean, some people, they might just feel more inspired by starting from scratch. Maybe cozy sim city game.
This is like an isometric.
Oh, it is.
It is like SimCity.
This does not look cozy. Like, very ugly.
This is like the
Please improve.
one man's trash is another person's. It's like you're just discarding. I'm like, that's totally great.
No, you're totally right. All the functionality is there. All the functionality is there.
It has like
I'm just very judgmental.
Okay. This does not look very cozy. Very ugly. Please improve. Holy shit.
What, guys? This is not. You just changed the color. Can you add more interesting objects and, I don't know, a city already formed that I can add to? Because I feel like here it's just building. Oh, I guess I could, they already gave me trees. Okay. This is just me not reading.
Yeah, it's like giving you the world and you're like, oh, I hate this.
This fucking sucks.
It's like, this is a sim and you're not building anything and telling me to build more. Yeah, they have a shop. You can build a shop, right?
Very cute.
Yeah, very cute.
My goal really is like not because I feel like, oh, we should be funneling and hand-holding people. It's just sort of like get them excited about creation. So the first few steps need to be easy. They need to like really understand like, how does prompting work?
I guess like the hope is that the players will fill in all the blank. Like the players will make what they will. And like they're the ones responsible. They're stewards of the fun. Yeah. But your job is just to make the platform like as creative as possible.
It's a very specific bet to focus the product on the creators. Because like if you think about the players at all, I think that's going to distract you and make you build an inferior product for the creators. It really shapes how you make decisions about the products. It's not about like, make games that are like monetizing better. It's like that's not fun for the creators.
Right.
Just make something that's fun for the creators.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so we run into these like fix-it things. And
Yes,
so,
like what's happening with the fix-its?
So if you ask for something pretty complicated, it might be that the code doesn't apply. And so we give some context here. And so people don't need to know anything about coding, but they can just click fix it. And so there you go. We gave enough context to the LLM to actually fix the bug. And so she did it.
I feel like to make something like this and go to game dev, like what was outside of The Sims, like was that your pure inspiration for the company, or like what else did you want to like make or do, or like what background do you have in kind of like, having the passion to make something like this?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say I was like a big AAA gamer. I definitely like things like, Stardew Valley and Sims and like just things that are more creative mode, like about building. And so like my passion was, I did a PhD at Berkeley, and I kind of saw early on what was happening in generative AI, actually even before it was called generative AI, and I was just like, this is inevitable for content creation. So I just felt that like all of my creative interests in terms of like building immersive environments and building worlds finally can be funneled into something far more powerful, like with the technical background I have. And so that was it. It's like I knew it was inevitable.
Game over from there.
I know, and I was like, I have to build it, because I just like couldn't stop thinking about it. And so games really for me was like this feeling of like it could be a lot more if you can make creation so much easier. And the thing is, like, the models get better faster and faster too, so like things do accelerate. So that's why your expectations are always
it's almost like
ratcheting.
It's almost I mean, like once you get to that level,
Yeah.
it's almost like how much to please people, because they're always going to want more.
Yeah.
Once you tell them stuff, they're like, just make me Skyrim. After like
Exactly.
you get so far, eventually it's going to be like, how far
One
can
shot.
you go?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Just so proud of, like, let's just erase this one. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of horror stuff I find are really impressive. This person has like multiple scenes made, and it's kind of crazy because I think we even interviewed this user, but they're like a carpenter by trade. And then they ended up making this like elaborate game. So Start Journey gives me, has these like cutscenes.
It's like a JRPG kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And then it has like this whole fight sequence thing that you can do as well, and then like a Stardew Valley like market.
And this was all made within.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's like a narrative scene that I would never think to do. That
I know.
Right there,
I know.
a cutscene.
It's like a labor of love, because they end up spending like hours a day for like a month trying to like cobble everything together, and so it's like I can choose an axe, and then.
This is like now having gone through what I did earlier to like the level of appreciation towards like even things like a city, a map, a character, dialogue, a cutscene. I'm like, I suck at this. Like I appreciate this so much more.
But also the appreciation. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like
this. Like how long does it take to just make like an inventory system?
An inventory system.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so, and that's kind of. Yeah, I'm just so impressed by our creators, because they keep on pushing our system to the limits, and then makes us like improve it, and then they do more with it. So I mean, that was one thing here. Let's start this thing, totally different vibe, but like, look.
Wow.
Right?
Super different.
And it's like procedural too, so like it's different every time. Not remixable, sorry.
This would be freaky in
VR, I know. So I kind of like, be careful what you wish for, but also like how fun, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's just some examples of like what people have been doing. I'm super impressed, and the scary stuff is always so captivating.
I wanted to ask about the kind of like process of starting a company. Like, is this your first company? Like, what has that been like outside of the product, which is amazing? Like, congratulations!
Thank you.
It's so usable, and the magic is like definitely you can see it. But like in the process of like starting a company, from the point of like raising money, like what has your experience been like? What are some surprises, some challenges? Like, tell me a little bit about that journey too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't be a founder unless you're really building something you want to build, because it's just like it's just so challenging otherwise, right? Like and what I mean by that is that it's always going to be longer than you thought it was, and in some sense, it's like you just have to be really both balance being incredibly optimistic about your vision, but incredibly like grounded about how to achieve it. So the execution is not like in the clouds, like whatever.
Right.
And so I don't know, I think you can't do that unless you're just like super, super passionate. There's so many earlier versions of Rosebud that I could have been like, oh, I could build like an infrastructure or like a B2B thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like myself as a founder, that's just not what inspires me. It's like, I just want to, I built Rosebud because I wanted to build the tool that I wanted to use.
Right.
And so like for different founders, it's a different reason. So just make sure you know that reason and then like fixate on that. Because otherwise like it's just too hard.
Is there any like area of building your company that, like, I guess outside the product itself, that was like surprising or new, or like things that you've learned along the last, I guess, like 2 years? Maybe like hiring.
Oh yeah, so much.
HR,
Yeah.
finance, fundraising, like
Yeah.
any surprises or, things that I guess you would recommend to other founders, like figuring out sooner?
When you make mistakes, because inevitably you will, just like try to learn really fast. And I feel like just trust your gut too. You have to have some level of like conviction, move fast and make decisions. And that's just, just like pick that lane.
That's very much has been the ethos of like Speedrun and an accelerator and just like.
Yeah, because you guys are like doing the startup, which is Speedrun, right? Like you kind of birthed it from like 2 years ago. I was the first batch. You guys did a really good job though. I feel like it's like, just the whole team.
Not getting.
No, but like I mean, it's
I'm like
truthfully,
kicking her, like, yeah, wrap it up.
I gotta. Yeah, but like really, it's just like even just doing things like this, it just takes a lot of skill, and I feel like as like making it work in a VC firm where you're kind of like creating this whole brand. From scratch, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
And I think also just like probably startups can learn from that too. So it's good. It's like you gotta walk the, talk the talk, walk the walk.
I mean, this has obviously been awesome. Like we're just catching up. This is one of our first alumni videos, and we've just been at it so much as like the program
so
goes.
Much fun. Yeah.
It's been fun to catch up and just see the progress, see how much like you've built. It's also surprising how similar I think the product is like started. And I mean, there's some like UI and UX changes, but like functionally just getting in and actually like playing with it, I think functional would be disparaging, but it's like beyond my expectations of just being able to like produce something with 30 minutes and, a little bit of help.
A little bit of help. Just mainly my Tiger Mom prompting. We need a Tiger Mom mode.
Yell at the AI.
Improve yourself.
Just be better and fix it.
You know what's wrong.
Is there any other plugs you want to do? Like anything going on with the product, what people should look out for? I guess we could like throw up lower third or like, little graphics or anything if you want to plug the site. Or
Rosebud AI I'll give you like a free promo code. So anybody who watches this can like, get a month free, try it. There's like awesome new image prompting that you can do that's coming up. So like basically based on whatever vibes you want, just add in the image and be like, make a game that looks like this and just see where it takes you.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by. And we might have to do one of these in like a few years, but who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. We've got a revenue ramp to like.
By IPO.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll do a catch up.
That'll be good.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
Later.
See ya.
Bye. People are really hungry here.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a hyperbolic time chamber here where like.
Yeah.
If I talk to my friends in like the Midwest, they're just getting into prompting and
using it's like, guys,
like, have you heard of like ChatGPT? I'm like, oh shit, like I've been too in the sauce.
I know. I know. I was talking to literally somebody who was in LA and he was like, what's Cursor? I'm like, what? What? This person's in tech. I'm like, what rock are you living under? This is not acceptable.
Yeah.